What's happening, YouTube? Chris back with the Patriot RC. I went out running yesterday. Had a great time. Found a new creek. If you guys you guys are on the YouTube channel, check out that creek run with the trx4 in its natural environment. Damn, was that a blast! So, anyway, I've made some mud flaps for the Gen 8 V2 here, front and rears. The fronts are a little bit longer. Actually, these are the version 2 here. But let's get to these real quick. I had a lot of questions on Facebook when I posted these about how I did it, how I mounted them. As you can see, they're maybe half the tire length down, and on the fronts they're not quite as low. So let's pop the body off of here real quick. Gotta love that Velcro. Gotta love it. Shit just works, doesn't it? So, yeah, let me unplug this stuff. Get my light kit wiring here, and let's get the body out of the way. I should have this ready for you guys already. I'm sorry. Anyway, so here's what we got. They're not perfect, they're not beautiful, but they did turn out relatively good. I cannot complain. So what I had, I used to work at a mechanic shop. They worked on tractors and stuff like that. I was a small engine mechanic. So this used to be a tractor inner tube. It's a nice thick metal, or a nice thick rubber. Let's see how thick this is. So just at right around 1.5 mils thick. So I did have some other stuff I tried. Let's turn those off or ruin that battery. I did have some other stuff I tried, but it was too rigid. And let's get this out of the way. And so whenever it would flex backwards, turn back sideways here, it would actually put stress up in here where it mounts. So on the mounting system, this is another set I made. This is actually the set I replaced the fronts with here, because these were considerably shorter. And when I put those in, well, you can't even really tell how much shorter they are, but it's about a 1/2 inch. So anyway, on these, as you can see, I got the 2 holes here. Let's pan this back again. So I went and originally drilled 2 holes on both sides here. Get that shackle out of the way. And then I clamped this with a pair of vice grips on the inside and lined it up and drilled through again. So I had 2 holes, not just the one. This is just an extra scrap piece. This is just no battery tray. Part of a no battery tray. Those things come in really handy if you need some scrap plastic. So anyway, so my holes lined up. I put them through like this. And then I had some screws that went in a pair of old bead blocks I don't use anymore, which are what these were. And I had some nuts left over from some other installation that I made. And so I sandwiched the plastic on the outside, the rubber in the middle, against the plastic on the outside here. And that actually holds them in absolutely beautifully. Now I was worried about making, oh sorry, I bumped the tripod. This thing is, I gotta get another tripod. So you can see in there a little bit. So yeah, so I got the screws in here, the nuts on the back. And then, so we've got almost 2 inches of the rubber sandwiched between the plastic there. So it has some nice give, and it shouldn't tear easily. So I'm making about 10 sets of these. I've got plenty of that rubber to do it with. Oh, so if you have the wheel wells, your job is easy. That's what I did here. Now, if you go with, I just happen to have this sitting here. Let's get this out here real quick. This is an old redcat Gen 7 Pro. So if you have the wheel wells on this one, which I have in a box someplace, you're still good. But if you don't have the wheel wells, you actually have to make a L bracket that comes off at a 90-degree angle. So this is your chassis. So you need a piece that comes off like this and then out where your wheel well would be, and then you can run your bolts through there. And I was going to make that again out of a battery tray because I have. Those would have been perfect. But again, luckily, I've got the wheel well, so I didn't need it. But yeah, so let's just try to make this a quick walkthrough. I mean, it wasn't rocket science. I thought about it more than I actually needed to, so I almost overthought it. And I need to get this thing back together. I'm just missing a wheel nut for the extenders there. I've got 1,000 of them. I just haven't got around to doing it. So anyway, that's the mud flaps. We're about to bust out some more for the Traxxas next. And so, oh yeah, so your fronts, you want a little bit shorter than your backs, because these are what's going to be more than likely come in contact with your tire. So if you're rock crawling or anything, so you see all that just as soon as I hit reverse there, these are actually want to grip and flip over the top of the tire. So that's why you want them just a little bit shorter, which I probably need to go back with the originals that I had on there, which are, yeah, considerably shorter, about 1 inch. They didn't look as cool, but as far as function goes, the shorter ones in the front are definitely what you want, because I got same length front and back, but these, I don't know, you can't really tell, they mount higher, so I got away with the little bit longer ones. But anyway, I'm going to cut this short. So yeah, that's your basic mud flaps. You can make them out of just about anything. You can do the rubber. Yeah, I'm not going to go digging through all the materials I've got. This plastic, it's really rigid, about the same thickness. No give to it at all, hardly. I mean, you can bend it. Those would be fine for the backs. But again, the minute you go climbing something, you're going to hear it. It's going to sound like body rub. You want to go with something soft and pliable, like the rubber. You can go to any tire shop and buy inner tubes for cars, trucks, farm equipment. If you guys got a Tractor Supply or Rural King, you can get those inner tubes just about anywhere. And again, you can get them damn near anywhere. So if there's a John Deere dealership or anywhere near you, hit it up. They're cheap, and you can make thousands of these. I mean, literally thousands of these. On top of it, they make great work mats too. So anyway, you guys have a great day. If you have any more questions on this, I'm going to link this to my Facebook page and probably my Instagram as well. The Instagram is the Patriot RC. So no underscores, no nothing. It's just the Patriot RC. So you guys follow me over there if you want. And I hope you guys liked the video. And I'm going to try and get maybe some more run footage today over at the university with the redcat. He's the only one that didn't make it out over the weekend, and he's itching for it. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks.